This is the baritone Hyperphonic. Those are the two light panels and the speaker in the front. And this part that you've seen in other videos, the turntable. It's not a real turntable, it's a BSR mini changer. But it has special features. A magnetic cartridge, has a counterweight in the back. It has new wiring and a separate ground line. It also has a metal platter. And it's been modified with the original Dynamat. Gives it more stability and reduces wow and flutter. Is that on? This is the better of the two BSR changers I have. It features a metal tone arm and the metal top. Even the support arm is metal. Whereas the other one, which is you've probably seen this one before. This has plastic platter, plastic support arm, plastic arm. Everything's plastic except the screws that hold it together and a few other parts. This also has the Dynamat, but you can't see it because I also lined it with copper foil attached to a wire, and this is part of the ground circuit, which it didn't have before. Also, the plastic tone arm has been shielded with 2 layers of copper foil and the wires in between them. Both of them have had the original cartridge taken out. The magnetic one is extended out of the front. That's to put the null points in the tracking range of a 7-inch record. However, this one is still too short. I wish I had about 1/8 of an inch more to work, but I've already drawn or drilled several holes in it, and I pretty much just keep this as a spare in case I have to work on this one. This one, the head shell was long enough that I was able to elongate the holes and I can actually tweak the cartridge. It's probably not very obvious, but the cartridge is turned a little bit in. It looks funny, but it plays good that way. This stuffed animal is basically sound deadening material. It didn't occur to me at the time, but when I built this, I don't know if you can hear this, but there's a bit of reverb coming inside here, and that's bad. A removable panel. These are just regular Christmas light bulbs, and this is one of several mistakes I made. There are 7 sockets, but if I put 7 bulbs in there, it would get hotter than it already does, and it gets too hot now as it is. Also, these sockets are some 30 years old. They're corroded and somewhat intermittent. Occasionally a bulb goes out and comes back on. I don't know if this will help or not, but originally I had blinker bulbs in there, and that got tiresome to look at. The blinker bulbs were nice for disco and dance music, but some other kinds of music, it's a little too much distraction. This plastic scoop is the kind that fits on a heating register to direct the heat out in the room. This is a 2.5-inch tweeter. The only tweeter. It's mounted in the back. The scoop directs the sound. Some of it bounces off the wall, some of it bounces off the ceiling, and when it comes out into the room, you can still hear the treble in the record, but a lot of record noises, particularly ticks and pops, very short duration, it kind of gets lost in the reflection, which was the idea I had behind doing that. I think it was my grandfather told me that years ago he had a 78 record player. He would sit it at the top of the stairs in a 2-story house and turn the volume up with the speaker facing down the stairs, and then come downstairs and listen to it. He said that way you couldn't hear the record noise. So I applied that principle to this and it seems to work. This is a tweeter level control. Normally I have it set around 6 or 7, but for making videos I turn it up to 10. Because the camera microphone is down in here, it picks up less treble than is normally heard.